In 2023, TikTok generated roughly $16 billion in revenue. They did not build a factory. They did not manufacture anything. They did not hire laborers. They did not dig for oil. They sold attention. Your attention. The average person spends 2 hours and 27 minutes on TikTok every single day. That is 17 hours a week. 73 hours a month, almost 900 hours a year, 900 hours. Say that number out loud. That is the equivalent of 22 full work weeks. More than 5 months of 40-hour work weeks. Given away, voluntarily, to a company that does not know your name and does not care about your future. And at the end of those 900 hours, TikTok has a number on a balance sheet. You have nothing. My name is Frank Malone, and today I want to talk about the most profitable business model ever invented. The one where the workers do not know they are working. The one where the product being sold believes it is the customer. The one that has quietly extracted more human potential than any system in history. And the one that most men walk into every single morning before they have even had their coffee. There is a word I want you to sit with. Serf. A serf was a man in medieval Europe who worked land he did not own. He woke up before sunrise. He farmed all day. He produced value every single day. And the value he produced went to someone else. The Lord. The landowner. The man who owned the system. The serf was not a slave. He was technically free. He could leave. No chains held him. But leaving meant losing everything that felt familiar. His community, his routine, his sense of place. So he stayed, and he worked, and the Lord got rich. I want you to think about that man the next time you open Instagram, because the structure is identical. The only thing that changed is that the land is now digital, and the chains are made of algorithms. Here is how the math works. TikTok earns roughly $30 per user per year in the United States. That number sounds small. It is not small. Until you understand what it means. It means that every time you open TikTok, every scroll, every video you watch to the end, every time you pause on something that makes you feel something, every time you hesitate for half a second before swiping away, you are generating data. And that data is sold. Not your name, not your address, not your phone number. Something far more valuable than any of those things. Your behavior. What you stop on. What you skip without watching. What you watch twice. What makes you slow down. How long you hesitate before scrolling past something uncomfortable. What you search for at 2 in the morning when no one is watching. This behavioral data is worth $30 a year to advertisers who want to know exactly how to make you spend money. Your deepest patterns, your insecurities, your desires, your fears, packaged, categorized, sold. You gave them that for free. In exchange for entertainment you did not ask for from people you will never meet about things that will not matter tomorrow. Now I want to do a calculation with you. The average American earns roughly $28 an hour. If you spend 900 hours a year on social media, and you value your time at $28 an hour, you are giving away $25,200 worth of time every single year. $25,000. Not in money you spent, in time you traded, in hours you will never see again. And in exchange for that $25,000 worth of time, TikTok gave you $30 worth of targeted advertising data. That is the deal. 25,000 in, 30 out. That is the transaction you agreed to without reading the terms, without signing anything, without even knowing you were in a negotiation. And it renews automatically, every single day, the moment you open the app. But there is something worse than the time. Something that does not show up in any calculation. It is what the time was supposed to become. 900 hours a year is enough time to learn a second language to conversational fluency, to build a small business from zero to its first customers, to read 40 books on wealth, psychology, and strategy, to develop a skill that compounds into real income for the rest of your life. These are not motivational claims. These are documented timelines for real skills that real people have built. A man can learn the fundamentals of real estate investing in 200 focused hours. A man can build a basic service business in 300 hours of consistent effort. A man can read enough to change the entire framework of how he sees money in 100 hours of deliberate reading. 900 hours covers all of that, with time to spare. The man who spent those 900 hours learning real estate fundamentals is not the same man who spent them watching strangers dance. The man who spent those 900 hours building a skill that the market pays for is not the same man who spent them watching highlight reels of lives he will never live. 10 years from now, those two men will not recognize each other's lives. Their bank accounts will not be in the same conversation. Their options will not overlap. Their freedom will not be comparable. And the only difference was what they did with the same 24 hours. The same 24 hours that every man on earth receives equally, regardless of where he was born, what his father had, or what mistakes he made before today. Here is what I want you to understand. Social media was not designed to entertain you. Entertainment is a byproduct, a feature added to increase retention. The product is the behavior change. Every major platform employs teams of the most sophisticated behavioral engineers on earth, neuroscientists, psychologists, data scientists who understand human attention better than most humans understand themselves. Their entire job is to make you stay one more second, one more scroll, one more video, one more loop back to the beginning. They are not competing for your leisure time. They are not filling empty hours that you had nothing to do with. They are competing for the hours you would have used to build something. They know that a man who is building something is a man who is not scrolling. And a man who is not scrolling is not generating data, is not watching ads, is not making the quarterly number go up. So they build the product to defeat the builder in you, to make the act of creation feel harder than the act of consumption, to make discipline feel like deprivation, to make focus feel like punishment. And for most men, the product is winning. Not because those men are weak, because the product was built by the best minds in the world specifically to defeat them. I am not telling you to delete every app. I have been on social media. I understand its uses. There are real tools inside these platforms for men who know how to use them. I am telling you to understand the transaction clearly, without sentiment. Every hour you give to a platform is an hour that platform monetizes, and you do not. The question is not whether you use social media. The question is whether you use it or it uses you. There is a version of this where you are the Lord, where you post, where you build an audience, where the attention flows toward you instead of away from you, where the platform distributes your message to people who need to hear it. That version requires understanding what these platforms actually are. Not entertainment, not connection, not community. Infrastructure. Infrastructure that moves attention from the people who consume to the people who create. The consumer pays with time. The creator collects it. You are watching this right now because someone decided to create instead of consume. The only question left is which side of that line you are going to stand on. The serf or the Lord. The consumer or the creator. The man who gives 900 hours a year, or the man who builds something with them. My name is Frank Malone. Most men will finish watching this and open TikTok within the hour. The notification is already waiting. The algorithm already knows you paused here. It has already selected the next video designed to bring you back. A few men will not go back. Not because they are disciplined in a way others are not, but because they finally understood the transaction. I make these videos for those few. If you are one of them, you already know what to do next.